Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. I am here in Deep Creek Lake and I can't charge at these chargers, but I can charge at these chargers in my Volkswagen ID.4. Let's get into it. Okay, everybody, so if you've never heard of this place, it's called Deep Creek Lake. It's in Western Maryland, Garrett County. I'm actually in front of the Garrett County Visitor Center right now. And it's a pretty popular recreational area where people come from all over to enjoy the mountains and the trails and the lake. And there are two games in town. There is this ChargePoint unit that I'm currently at right now charging. And then there's a Tesla Supercharger. And if we came here in my Chevrolet Equinox EV, I could charge on the Tesla Supercharger, which is literally, I can see it from the top of the driveway of our lake house that we rented. But we came in the Volkswagen ID.4 because it already had the roof rack and I could put the box and didn't have to do all that and undo it. And we have to charge at these ChargePoint units. So it's a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I got myself into this. It's because I didn't want to take the roof rack off. So now I have to figure out this charging situation. And before you ask, no, there are no outlets at this property where I can use to do some level 1 trickle charge or something like that. So it is what it is. So let me flip the camera around and show you all this ChargePoint unit. All right, so these are just kind of the run-of-the-mill ChargePoint 62.5 kilowatt units. These are provided by Potomac Edison. These have actually made an appearance in another video where I went and I checked all of the chargers in Western Maryland. But here they are. I'm charging up. I'm getting decent speeds. 70 kilowatts. So if you don't know how these work, it says 125 kilowatt DC shared, but these cables are limited to 200 amps. Where's the label? Oh, it's right there on the handle. There it is. These are 200 amp cables, which means I can't get 125 kilowatts, even though my car can accept 125 kilowatts. I'm only going to get 200 amps, which is anywhere from 70 to 80 kilowatts. As the battery charge goes up, so will our charging rate. It started around 69, now we're at 70.45, 70.8. So there's that. So it's working, it's fine, it's serviceable, but this car can charge a lot faster if it was using, say, I don't know, a Tesla Supercharger. And so I guess the point of me making this video is Volkswagen did make it almost all the manufacturers made a deal with Tesla to have access to the Tesla Superchargers, and Volkswagen announced in June or July they would have access. We're now smack dab in the middle of July and still no access, unfortunately. It's really not the biggest deal for us except during the summertime because that's when we like to road trip. The ID.4 for us is a much better charger, so it's a little bit more consistent so we can count on it when we're traveling. We did the Chevy Equinox, we took that out to California and back, and the thermals were just so inconsistent, it kind of added more time at times than we had anticipated. I knew it was going to add a little bit more. Sometimes it was way more. We had to stop way more than I wanted to, and it extended our travel, and we actually missed a couple things we wanted to do, whereas this is very consistent. With the Tesla Supercharger network access, this would have been a little bit better of an option for us traveling across the country. I don't regret taking the Equinox, but this would have undoubtedly been better. Anyways, I hope that Volkswagen and Tesla can get it going here. Hopefully by the end of July, Volkswagen. I'm not sure if that will also include Audi and Porsche or if they'll come later. Hopefully it would be the whole Volkswagen group together. But anyways, I hope they hold their end of the deal. They get us some Tesla Supercharger access. I did bring my adapter just in case while we're here Tesla decides to turn it on for Volkswagen, and then I can go ahead and charge and maybe even shoot a little bit video for you all. I did want to talk about something where, there's a lot of people, they're not big fans of Tesla, they're going to refuse to use Tesla charging, whatever, that's fine. And then there's kind of people on the other side where they think Tesla's the savior, they're fixing everything. I find that this Tesla opening up the supercharger network is more of a bridge. I think it's going to provide people the confidence that they can get an EV and they can go wherever they want and be able to charge. The only reason we took the Equinox for the most part across the country is because I knew we were going to be able to charge pretty much anywhere and have access to the Tesla Supercharger network, as well as having access to a whole, plethora of other networks. And so I think that will do that for a lot of people, where they know, oh, I can get this car, I can charge it wherever I need to, and I'm going to be good. And then hopefully the rest of the ChargePoint operators can catch up. I know Iona's spreading rapidly, and BP Pause, and Electrify America is kind of getting their act together a little bit. Tesla obviously is still expanding, and there's a whole bunch of others. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, but hopefully they can continue to expand, and then people will be able to pick, do I want to go to Tesla or do I want to go to BP Pulse today? Who's got the cheaper rate, and hopefully the market will drive kind of where people choose to go. I hope that comes one day. I'm sure it will come one day. And hopefully we can kind of overcome some of these legislative challenges. That it is what it is, and we just have to move on. And EVs are here to stay. They're not going away. It's just how fast. And I think that honestly, the Tesla Supercharger network opening up is going to allow people to have that confidence where, regardless of what's going on politically, they're going to want to get an EV. And honestly, I think right now a lot of people are probably going to get more into used EVs because EV prices might come up a little bit. So I don't know, that's just kind of my opinion. I want to put it out there where I think that Tesla doing this is really good as far as expanding EV adoption. All right, well, I'm sure you all are tired of me talking about Tesla. So here we are. Again, like I said, our charge rate is still elevating. If you really want to get fancy and you're super bored, you can actually take the kilowatts divided by 200 amps and you can roughly know what your pack voltage is right now. So I'm hanging out somewhere around probably 370 volts right now, because we're right at 74 kilowatts-ish, so there's that. Only 10 minutes remaining. I'm just gonna go ahead and charge up to 80. I'm running to a store to grab some stuff, and then I actually have to go home on Thursday, so I wanna have enough where I only have to charge once on the way home, and then I'll be coming back because, our vacation's not over yet. All right, everybody, so that's all I have for this episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think about Tesla and them opening up the Supercharger network? Do you have a Volkswagen? Are you a little frustrated that you don't have access yet? Or could you care less because you don't want to charge on that Tesla Supercharger network? Leave that all down below. I'd love to hear your all's thoughts. For me, I just think more charging is better, and I welcome it. And you can't deny how widespread the Supercharger network is and how much access it does provide, even though the experience isn't always the best, because the Volkswagen's not on the native side for a Tesla Supercharger. So anyways, that's all I have for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please remember to give a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you all next time.